What's happening? What's happening? So, the Anthony, Joshua, Jake Paul media workout was last night. The media workout was at Club Live, which is in the Fontainebleau Hotel on Miami Beach. Now, they always claim that Club Live is on South Beach, but if you're a Miami resident, as I have been for 14 years, it's really not on South Beach. It's really more closer to North Beach, or let me just say mid North Beach. But hey, I thought it was a great event. Um, some things that I didn't like about it, man, is man, they're letting all these kids in there, man. Like I love the kids, don't get me wrong, and that's one thing that I gotta give Jake Paul his props for. Like he really shows love to the kids. So he was showing love to one of the gyms out there, and let all the kids in there. And so for somebody that's trying to get content, like the kids are just in the way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, get y'all asses out the way. Like I know y'all shit, it's about y'all bedtime. Don't y'all got school tomorrow? Shit like that. So it got a little annoying. And then I had one of those situations where there was this cat standing next to me. Old boy breath smelled like hot, fresh ass cheeks. Like, oh man. I'm glad this other dude left because then he moved away from me. But I'm like, bruh. And I had gum on me, but I'm like, man, I ain't about to get this dude my last piece of gum. Fuck all that. Like, but it's one of those situations in the club where this cat, he want to do all the laugh and like, ha ha. You know, when a motherfucker ha ha, that shit really goes far. You be like, damn, this motherfucker breath stinking than a motherfucker. But so yeah, of course, y'all that watched it on Netflix, you see the two women fight. There's two women fight, and then they had the male fight. I enjoyed the women's fight more than the males. That male shit was boring, and I was just ready for the rest of them to come out so I can get up out of that bitch. But overall, it was a great time. Club Lit is dope. It was a great time, man. I loved it. So today, the what do we got today? Let me see. What do we got today? We got the presser. Okay, the final presser is today. So we gonna get into that. But yeah, man, it's Jake Paul, man, he get a lot of love out there. I know, like I said, I know a lot of y'all hate him, but he gets a lot of love. People show up for that boy. But I'm curious to know how many tickets he's gonna come fight night though. Hmm. Oh, also I got to meet Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy, he from I believe he's from the Bronx up there. So it was cool to meet him finally. Um, of course, he does his own thing and he works for Fight Hype. So it was cool to see him. Cool cat, real welcoming. But yeah, looking forward. One thing I'm gonna say, that boy Woodley, he's a big dude, man. He's a big dude. I thought he was a lot, and I mean I'm talking about like his body mass. I thought he was a lot smaller. But then again, he is fighting Anderson Silva, so I'm sure he bulked up a little bit. But he's a wide dude. Yes, sir. Picasso, what's up, brother? Yeah. Muhammad, what's up, Muhammad? But yeah, bro. Willie's a big dude, and also when I seen Anthony Joshua, he came out. Man, let me just say this. I know yesterday I said I didn't care, but today I'm feeling like there is no way that Jake Paul isn't fooled. There's just no way, unless it's scripted. That's the only way. He shouldn't stand a chance. Like I said, experience, it definitely always outweighs. That's something that I learned in the Norman Devin. Of course, I'm a Devin supporter regardless, but I thought Norman had it. I thought he was gonna come in there and upset Devin, even though Devin wasn't the champion. But I was expecting Norman to win. But Devin showed that he's that dude. But hey, respect to Norman. I'm still rocking with Norman. Again, y'all, I'm a fan of boxing. I don't get into this meat munching activities that you see a lot of these dudes, who are part of the cult. I don't do none of that ish. So when you hear when you hear a badly built nigga talking about, I'm not a fan of this person, they lying through their teeth. They lying through their rotten teeth. Yeah, Picasso AJ came out. Yeah, of course he came out. It was at the media workout, bro. He was there. Yeah. And let me just say that Alicia Baumgartner, she got that star factor, bro. Like, she got it. Swagged up, easy on the eyes, and a person who's met her, like, she's super welcoming, just a down-to-earth, cool chick. Man, y'all smashed the like button, though. Smash the like button. Replay, gang, y'all smash the like button. But this plane is going over me. I'm not sure how much it's. Picasso says, I had Norman winning because I felt he was a stronger fighter. I'm an admirer of boxing because it helps me get better at my fighting style. I feel you on that, bro. Again, love to Norman Jr. I still rocking with him. Love to Devin for proving me wrong. It's that simple. One thing with me, I don't get caught up in being wrong. Hey, it is what it is. Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. I don't care about all that shit. But let's have a conversation. Stand on who you picking. Something that I don't really like is people, I don't know who I'm going to pick. Man, shut your lame ass up. Just pick one side or the other side. It's that simple, dog. It ain't that. Cats just be making it a lot harder than what it's supposed to be. It's not that deep. It's a fight. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose. Shit. But yeah, man. Looking forward to that. You know what's funny too? I was standing. My feet ain't. I feel good. My feet feel good. My feet are gout free. My legs feel great. Yeah, man. I wasn't even tired when I got home. I wasn't tired at all. It feel good, Man, airplane. Another thing too. I mean, they're letting all these kids in the media workout, and shit, the music they was playing was unedited, so they was hearing some raunchy ish. I swear they played some sexy red in that thing. I like walking 10 miles plus. It medicine. Dang, that shit's almost slaughtered that word medicine. It's medicine for me. Okay, that's what you meant. All right. Yeah, walking is great, man. Being active is great, man. Especially a lot of, cats is, 30s, 40s, 50s. You got to be active, man. You got to take care of your body. You can't be out here badly built and talking shit to everybody. In that sense, it just proves how much you really just projecting. You really hate yourself. That's what it comes down to. A lot of you cats really hate yourself. But yeah, man, let me get into this other shit, this other smoke. Screenshot Shouty and Far From Trill Nelson. I ain't gotta put no extras on the truth. The truth is the truth, right? And let me say this clearly. I don't hate nobody over there in a cult, the LDBC. I don't hate nobody over there. All I'm doing is standing 10 toes down on the truth. And the truth is that a lie campaign was allowed to be ran on me, right? Am I mad at Kano? I'm not mad at Kano, but I was shocked. I'm like, bro, like, out of everybody, besides your brother, your older brother, Jimmy, I showed you the most love ever in these YouTube streets. And you gonna come up with some bullshit like that? So I was more shocked than anything. I'm like, damn, bro. It really be the closest one to you because he was the closest one to me, right? He was. So I'm gonna be honest and say that yes, I still do got love for him, but I gotta treat him like that family member that I got love for. Like, you gotta stay the fuck over there. I ain't fucking with you no more. Like, now he's a relative. Before he was fam, before he was big bro. Now you're a relative. You way the fuck over there. And that's just what it is. And then motherfuckers trying to act confused. Oh, I didn't threaten your family. Any man, I'm a man with nuts, right? Whenever you say anything about Widowmaker, any of that type shit, you insinuating that you're gonna have my wife dressed in black. We know what that means, bro. Ain't nobody playing. Anybody else who was on that type of time, would have come and did something. But like I said, it's not that deep at all for me. So I'm like, okay, all right, you just gotta stay over there. That's a clear threat. It's a clear threat. But like I said, I don't have no hate for any of those cats. Like I said, I'm an energy type man, and I'm not God fearing. I'm not none of you Jesus loving ass niggas. And no diss to y'all, no diss. I respect I respect your beliefs and everything, but I'm not one of them niggas. I understand energy, right? And look, I'm standing on the truth. It's that simple, bro. I ain't got no hate for none of y'all. I don't waste my time hating people. It ain't that deep. If anything, I'm laughing. Like I said, I'll be laughing. Behind these posts, I'll be laughing like the Joker and shit. This is all funny. But one thing you need to understand is that even 7-8, that's 7-ATE, ain't none of you niggas is above approach. And let's break down what I said in his chat when he went on that random lies about me, right? I said nobody's lying, General Gout. When you really break it down, that wasn't disrespectful at all. There was nothing disrespectful about that. There wasn't. I didn't, there's nothing disrespectful about that. The thing is, you just didn't want to hear it from me. And just because I come to listen to Bill do an interview, that doesn't mean I want to become part of the brotherhood again. Shit, you know what? Let's keep it all the way funky. I was literally in Far From Trill Will's chat the day he started that lie campaign on me. I was over there supporting, you know? It didn't have to get to this. It didn't have to get to me keep clowning y'all. But he lied on me. And let me say that I do have an ounce of respect for a condo, right? Let me break this down for you. The reason I have an ounce of respect for a condo because even though Far From Trill Will lied and said that I called a condo a bitch ass nigga, I never seen a condo anywhere. I've never heard, or nobody's ever sent me anything of a condo repeating that lie. So I gotta, I gotta keep it funky. I gotta give Ikondo that ounce of respect. I gotta give it to him. I called him a lame. I mean, are you that hypersensitive? I mean, I know the answer. You are. A lot of y'all niggas are over there. A lot of y'all niggas over there are hyper emotional, hypersensitive. That's why I can't be compare. I can't compare y'all to women. Y'all niggas is bras. Y'all niggas is thought pockets. You know how these thoughts be acting all hypersensitive, and that's how a lot of them niggas are. But again, this ain't personal. This ain't really personal at all. It's funny. It's funny that y'all really thought I was the one. I was gonna be the one to be going, but it ain't that type of party, fam. I gotta stand on the truth. But that is what it is, man. But yeah, man, y'all, it's wild, man. So yeah, even with that said, like, I don't have no. Let me say it this way. I'm done meeting people on the internet. Like, if I see you, I'm never gonna go out of my way to meet people on the internet again. Let me just say it that way. The people that I've met, that I fuck with, BC. If I go to New York, I'm reaching out to BC. That's my dog. I fuck with him. I met him, and it was all love, right? No funny business. Not at all. Of course, my other homie, I ain't gonna say his name, but down here in the 30 Fizzle, of course I'm rocking with him heavy. No funny business. I've had great experiences. It's just that when you bring people, like I brought Kano around my kids and my wife, and so I do take that a little bit more personal. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. I take it a little bit more personal. Like, for me to bring you around my kids and my wife, and then you pull that lame ass ish. But this is the thing. This ain't the first time I've been lied on. People lie. This is what they do. But again, it's up for me to stand on all 10 and bring the truth to light. Oh, and let me say this. The reason Far From Trill Will is so mad at me and I'm so unloyal is real simple. I ain't gotta put no extras on this shit. He's so mad at me because when he had his little situation with G5, he's mad that I didn't pick sides. Again, I stood neutral. I stood on all 10 and I stood neutral. So that's why he's so mad at me. He wanted me to, I guess in his eyes, I was supposed to pick the quote unquote, air quotes, the brothers. Shit, the brothers ain't show me no. Come on, get the fuck out of here, man. It ain't that deep. So apparently, I guess he said I got a clip that he said he's cool with 5 again. He gave a shout out to 5 or some shit, claiming that somebody was trying to. He said some lame ass shit. Somebody was trying to stop a relationship between him and 5 when it was really him the whole time. I was standing in the gap. I was trying to. At the end of the day, I was trying to mediate. I wanted them to be cool. I was closer to 5, but I was over there showing. Of course, I was showing Far From Trill Will support as well. So, but again, with a lot of these niggas that are super emotional, like I said, hyper emotional ass niggas, hyper emotional lame ass niggas, they want you to pick sides. I ain't picking sides, nigga. Hell no. For what? It ain't worth it. 5, he ain't never, him or Quee, they ain't never been like, oh, don't go over there to the chat. They ain't never told me no shit like that. But Nelson and Screenshot Show, they have definitely told me not to go to certain channels. For sure. But yeah, hey, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all smash my like button. And like I said, that's nothing but the truth, my nigga. Nothing but the truth. It is what it is. Again, even I told 7ATE. I told 7A when I talked to him, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna keep clowning them. I had a conversation with 7A. I think the last time, not this recent last time I posted to him, on a community post. But the time before that, I had a conversation with him, and he's like, "Don't post me, don't tag me, in none of that. I don't want to see none." Okay, I bet. I told him, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep clowning these dudes because they lied on my name. I told him that. So I wish he would drop these recordings. And like I said, I did lie to the nigga. I did tell him, like, yo, hey, it ain't no cult, you know. I did lie. I lied to him. Just like he lied and said that he didn't see me. He didn't see the truth of what I said to Far From Chill Nelson in his chat. He seen that I said nothing real, you know. I didn't say that I kind of was a bitch ass nigga. I never did. And it's that simple, man. Like I said, this shit is so easy. Shout out to the real channels over there. You know, the realest channel that don't get the love that it deserves. Junior, the motherfucking truth. He is the truth. I gotta say, he's the truth. The realest channel over in that motherfucker. And I do, hey, I know y'all don't fuck with me. I get it. But shout out to them us 6 niggas. I think that's how it said. Us 6. I fuck with them. You know? And it is what it is. Let me see what my nigga Picasso said. He said, I was there for some of the lie when you were kicked off because I volunteered to leave after I confirmed that they had problems with people going to channel they didn't like. Say less. Hey, man, I get that a lot of cats are followers, but it's my duty since this is my brand. I got to stand on something. I got to stand on the truth, and that's just what it is. Even if I was wrong, right? I could easily just say, like, yeah, I was wrong, but I didn't say what he tried to claim I said. And like I said, there's people, not everybody is a sheep. I know a lot of cats that be over there with them niggas, they sheep. And they ain't got no backbone, right? But for the ones that listen to truth, and this is the thing, I don't even care if you go over there and fuck with them. But to me, it says a lot about your character. So do I trust you? Hell no, I don't trust you. But you know, I can, like I said, I can coexist. I see a lot of these niggas in the chats and shit. At times, I see. Sometimes I see Slow Man Jr. and then sometimes I don't see him because he'll block me and then unblock me. I know he be watching the nigga. Block me and then block me. I know he missed borrowing $10 from me, but I mean, he got Joe Townsend over there who he can borrow money from. I wonder who else he borrow money from these days. But, man. I forget them and rebuild and find new friends. Oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Oh, definitely. It's my thing. Like I said, man, I'm well balanced, right? I'm well balanced. You know, I'm both. The good and the bad. And I can't express that enough. I've been telling y'all who I was. And like I said, this is light work. This is easy. This ain't no real beef. This is just getting some straightening. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's that simple. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, man. For those who really rock with me, I'm gonna be dropping some more content, of course, from the media workout yesterday. But yeah, man, we up and away, man. Shit, we up and away. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. This is the thing. I've been doing this shit for free so long, right? I really love doing this shit. You know, I really enjoy this shit. I'm really the quiet cat who just sits there and observes. That's how I know so much shit. I just be sitting and observing niggas. You know, observing brawls. You know, I just observe. That's what I do. So that's my superpower. I observe and I feel energy of niggas. I'm like, okay, yeah, let me stay the fuck away from that. Yeah, I'm not perfect. So, you know, of course, there's some shit I got to learn on my own. Hey, I'm a man, right? But, hey, if I can hold myself accountable, I'm definitely going to hold another nigga accountable. And again, nobody's above approach, not even me. So, but yeah, man, have a blessed Wednesday. That's WINS, Wednesday. Because you rock with me, you definitely a winner. But yeah, I'm about to, hold on, let me see what Picasso said. He said, who out here borrowing? He said, I'm quiet around people too. I get active too like Bud. Man, shout out to Bud, man. Shout out to Bud. And you know, I just got to give him his props, man. He had a solid, pretty decent career. Of course, I wish he would have had more names, but he did. He did what most people said he couldn't do. Right? He went out there and he whooped one of my a fighter I'm biased for, who is Errol Spence. I am biased, but I never meet Muncham. Um, and he definitely whooped Nelo's ass. What I really wanted Picasso. I really wanted Nello to get his ass whooped for the second time. That's really what I wanted, right? Hey, there go my OG right there. This my favorite. Now this is a real motherfucking OG right here. This is the type niggas that I admire. Niggas like, I mean, I don't mean to call you that, but I'm sorry, OG, but flawless mentality. I fuck with him so heavy, man. You know, he's just a person I admire, bro. When I think of man, that's who pops in my head, you know. You can feel however you want to feel about him, but hey, I fuck with him. You know, he's always on some grown man shit, but he ain't afraid to check a motherfucker either. he ain't walking in fear. He walking in his power. Those are type. See, he's the type dude I like to, you know, talk with. In all essence, growing up a lot, you know, I hung out with a lot of older dudes. You know, I did. That's how I got so wise so quick at a young age. And then my OG, you know, he did 23. So, you know, becoming a modern day slave was never in my cards because of I had to get right. You know, going to prison, visiting, that shit, man. As a family member, you feel that shit. You really feel that shit. And then talking to some of the inmates, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm finally gonna get up. Hold on, let me see. I think Bud retired because of all the Mauricio comments. They probably put lawyers on him. He probably did. I don't know. But yeah, much love to all y'all, man. Hold on. Let me be clear here. Much love to those who support me. I'm not into giving love to all motherfuckers, yo. Hey, nah. Only love to motherfuckers that truly rock with me. All you ear hustling ass, lame ass niggas, fuck you. But again, Opulent LDTV standing on the truth by any means, my nigga. And nobody's above approach. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. To the next one. I holla.